So sign up to receive Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner Magazine. Visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use.
The for Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer its diabetes prevention program, Driving Down Diabetes. This free CDC-approved year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and more. Sponsored by Southern Recipe, this program is for those at risk not already diagnosed with diabetes. Go to truckersfund.org, take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab, and sign up today.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. President Biden is calling on Congress to prevent a nationwide railroad strike as early as next week. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The industry operates under a 20th century legal framework that allows for Congress to step in to avoid work stoppages. In this case, the president is calling on Congress to immediately adopt a measure imposing the terms of the tentative agreement struck by union leaders and railroad bosses in September. Workers in 4 of the 12 major railroad unions voted to reject that deal, saying it did not include enough sick time.
Airline passengers could be in for more delays and cancellations thanks to another round of bad weather. Meteorologist Craig Allen is with our affiliate, WCBS.
The area that is under the threat for severe thunderstorms producing long-track tornadoes today includes eastern sections of Texas, as well as the lower Mississippi River Valley. It goes right on through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, extends on up into Tennessee and Arkansas.
A storm system could bring snow to Denver and Minneapolis. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner hopes test results will be in later this morning that show the tap water is safe to drink, bathe, and cook with again. But for now, people are still advised to boil it. KHOU-TV's Stephanie Whitfield says it's keeping kids home for a second day.
The boil water notice is disrupting school schedules again. HIC saying they made the decision to cancel schools for a second day due to logistical challenges.
People who live on Hawaii's Big Island are still on high alert, with the world's largest volcano still spewing lava. Volcanologist Eric Clemente.
There is the potential for lava flow hazards if the eruption continues and lava flows can make it that far down the slopes of the volcano. There is also some hazard from ash.
It'll be a mix of politics and soccer at the World Cup today. The U.S. takes on Iran in a must-win match. Correspondent Roxana Sabiri is in Doha.
In a fiery news conference, several Iranian state media journalists hounded the U.S. soccer team's coach and 23-year-old captain Tyler Adams with questions about inflation, immigration, and racism.
Well, there's so much discrimination happening against Black people in America.
You know, there's discrimination everywhere you go. We're continuing to make progress every single day.
Match times 2 p.m. Eastern. Will Smith is speaking out about his infamous slap at the Oscars.
Oh, wow!
The actor tells The Daily Show's Trevor Noah.
It was a lot of things. It was the little boy that watched his father beat up his mother. It's all of that just bubbled up in that moment.
This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right, and when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
A lake in California is getting U.S. drought funding.
The federal government says it will spend $250 million over 4 years on environmental cleanup and restoration work around a drying Southern California lake that's fed by the depleted Colorado River. The future of the Salton Sea was formed in 1905 when the river overflowed. However, as water levels dropped, residents found themselves exposed to harmful dust and the wildlife habitat was reduced. The plan announced by feds needs approval from the Imperial Irrigation District. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Look who's back. HireSanta.com says it's logged a 30% increase in demand for the jolly old soul post-pandemic.
Everybody's giving me their wish list. I got letters. I gotta read when I get to the North Pole.
But Santa tells me inflation has taken a toll.
I always want to give them a pony or a puppy or something like that. And their mother or father like hit the ground when I say that.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Everything in the store is marked down 35%. And now for a limited time, get an additional 15% off sale prices.
I didn't realize that. I'm only talking about some talent
Really?
I know.
Does that make you sad, or do you like being like?
I think it's better. I think shows sound better with two people.
Okay.
Because everybody knows that's how I think. Oh, sorry. Nothing new there.
Any items have an additional 25% off.
5 minutes.
Tables, chairs, benches.
Are you gonna sing?
Huh?
Are you gonna sing?
No. You got 3 things you can do in life.
Okay. Hit me.
You can give up, give in, or give it all you can.
Go with number 3.
That's right.
Off at the Cyber Monday sale and even deeper discounts on some of our favorite styles happening now at Untucked. Untucked shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with the gift of their super styles and wrinkle-free shirts. So don't miss the Cyber Monday sale on now at your nearest Untucked store or at untucked.com. Untucked, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at Cordell.
Oh boy.
Being here with Just Blondes and Proud. And I shutters. Complement your style with custom draperies and curtains. Just Blinds also offers the best in American-made wood blinds and Roman and woven wood shades. And Just Blinds is here to help you make the best selections in motorization and smart home options. And take advantage of free in-store professional design help. Visit Just Blinds in Prattville today or online at gojustblinds.com.
Wait. Joe, where'd you get that money?
I got that money from
43money.com right online.
Are you saying you went to 43money.com and got all that money you needed fast?
Man, you know it. I went to 43money.com yesterday and bam, $5 grand was in my account today. Straight up.
Now hold on. 43money.com helped you get $5K like that?
Yeah, man, that's right. 43money.com's lenders provide personal loans for up to $5,000 for people like you and me, even if you don't have good credit.
Man, I'm always short on cash. Can 43money.com help me get the money I need fast?
If you need extra money fast, go to 43money.com. Just have a checking account and a regular source of income. Go to 43money.com and you can get the loan you need now. Regardless of your credit, go to 43money.com to get the money you need fast. Type www.43money.com directly into your address bar. That's 43money.com. Again, 43money.com. 43money.com.
Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently adheres live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Discover. Some banks can make it complicated to redeem credit card rewards. But with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
This morning is starting off on the dry side, but that will change later this afternoon. As moisture works its way in quickly today, we will cloud up and it will be a warm, humid day. The humidity going up later today, temperatures low 70s, scattered showers and thunderstorms develop this afternoon. It's becoming more widespread this evening, tonight, ending early tomorrow morning. And any of the storms later this evening and tonight can be strong to severe with damaging winds, hail, and a tornado or two. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident on Birmingham Highway at Beeline Street, so please use caution there. Outside of that, interstate system moving smoothly into and through the Tri-County area, so no major problems there or reasons for an alternate route. Keep listening and we'll keep you posted. Reinhardt Toyota has just received a truckload of pickups and Camrys. More are arriving every day. It's the Toyota-thon, and now is the best time to get the Toyota you've always wanted. Reinhardt Toyota on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Auburn University has announced Hugh Freeze will be the 31st head football coach there. Fans have mixed reactions to the hire. Reporters say they're excited to have a proven head coach, but others are concerned about his past controversy. There was an NCAA investigation due to numerous recruiting violations, and there were sexual misconduct allegations. There's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and now today is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is a national movement that focuses on groups that work in and impact local communities. It's a campaign that encourages people to give to charities of their choice during the holiday season. Speaking of the holidays, the state Christmas tree is now in place and decorating will soon be underway. 35-foot Eastern red cedar from Fitzpatrick, Mahone County, is now at the state capitol. The public is invited to the tree lighting at 5:30 this Friday. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Prattville Farm Center, and did you know there's all kind of dogs that we can feed? Like leave a dog, hot dog, big dog, swim dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, window dog, riding dog, hiding dog, stuffy dog, standing dog, hat dog, cozy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog man. So come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feed your kitty cat too.
It's Eric Crespo from Tallahassee Crossing Dodge Jeep Ram, and I want to invite you to our Black Friday sales event. Folks, we are marking our inventory down to sale. We have a great selection of the awesome 2022 Dodge Durangos and plenty of Charger RTs in stock, also known as the four-door muscle car. Lots of incentives, too many to mention. So swing on by, see us to make your best deal. No crowds, no shoving. Buy happy. Drive a little, save a lot. The Black Friday sales event ends November 30th.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent, but then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try Babbel for free. That's BABBEL.com.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong. Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above.
Prevent, improve, and manage conflict. Go to riseabovehf.org.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And here we go. Save the road.
Sometimes you need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning if you wake up and the sun shines on
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. What's another day? One more that you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive. Good morning, I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 on your AM dial, newsradio1440.com, as well as our app, News Radio 1440. You can get on the App Store, News Radio 1440, News Radio spelled out 1440, and you can get it. Or you can go to newsradio1440.com. Good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is November the 29th, 2022 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled A Hot Meal. Our scriptural insight today comes from Matthew 25:34 through 40. Matthew 25:40 says, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. That is Matthew 25:40. Good morning to you. And again, it is November the 29th, 2022 AD. It is a day like all the others that has never been. And it is a day that once it's gone, it will never, ever be again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get the chance to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you have done. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you have lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, whatever you do, make sure that tomorrow should be, you be proud of what you have done on this day. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Or you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest only if you can. But you never give up. You never quit. Because quitters never win. And winners, well, they may lose at a thing or two. We all do. They'll never be a failure as long as they keep putting one foot in front of the other. My mother used to say there's nothing that beats a failure but a try. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. Because quitters don't win. And winners don't quit. Good morning to you. A hot meal. That's our daily bread for today, November the 29th.
Thanks for joining us for today's reading from the Our Daily Bread devotional. It was written by Katara Patton, and she titled it A Hot Meal. Barbecue chicken, green beans, spaghetti, rolls.
Sounds good to me.
In October, at least 54 homeless people received this hot meal from a woman celebrating 54 years of life. The woman and her friends decided to forego her usual birthday dinner in a restaurant, choosing instead to cook and serve meals to people on the streets of Chicago. On social media, she encouraged others to also perform a random act of kindness as a birthday gift. This story reminds me of Jesus' words in Matthew 25. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. He said these words after declaring that his sheep will be invited into his eternal kingdom to receive their inheritance. At that time, Jesus will acknowledge that there are the people who fed and clothed him because of their genuine faith in him, unlike the proud religious people who do not believe in him. Although the righteous will question when they fed and clothed Jesus, he'll assure them that what they did for others was also done for him. Feeding the hungry is just one way God helps us care for his people, showing our love for him and relationship with him. May he help us meet the needs of others today. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Matthew chapter 25, verses 34 through 40. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Let's pray. Gracious God, please help us to show your love through our actions today. As we see a need, may we be moved to act as we are able. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Tony Collier, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Well, let's go to work. Time to go to work. Time to get up. Let's get it done. Rough and tough, airborne, every day. We run to the sun.
No sweat.
Not ahead. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Well, you know darn well that you can't eat that.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easing the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on.
Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light. Oh, yeah.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be rough and tough.
Rough and tough.
Airborne.
Airborne, airborne.
All the way. Okay. Time for PT. You know what day it is. It's not Thursday. It's not Friday yet. Somebody do it. There we go.
All the way. All the way. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, every day. Name on the dotted line. All right. All I do is double time. Up the hill, down the hill, down the hill, up the hill. Airborne. Arriba. I'm 30 rolling down the strip. Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip. Shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Woo. It ain't over. If my main don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. And if that one should fail me too, look out, y'all, because I'm coming through. Oh, hey, all the way. Hey, every day. On the old job zone. Box me up and send me home. Tell my girl I did my chest. And bury me in the burning grass, whatever. Do my best. Hey, all the way. All right, enough of this PT. Woo! You know, I must be getting older. This PT's coming tougher every day. But I ain't going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on rolling, baby. Anyway, good morning. As we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America, because every day in this studio in America, it's Veterans Day. So let us pay homage to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Haven't figured out what Space Force is doing yet, but they must be doing stuff behind the scenes, so I guess we're good. The United States Navy. The United States Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paratus, which simply means always, always ready. And let's not forget about the Montgomery Sanitation Department. See those boys this morning out there humping and working and humping and bumping. Good morning, guys. And good morning to the Sheriff Department, Dear Cunningham's group, not Albert Russell, my good friend, TCE, Daryl Albert. Yeah, that's his name. Anyway, good morning to him, the police chief. The United States Air Force. Good morning, Maxwell and Gunner. It's time to rise and shine. That's right. The home of U.S. Air Force's intellectual something out there. They're smarter than I am. Very few that are. Good morning to you. We call those our local Top Guns. Oh, yeah, let's not forget Danley Field. That's where the big birds are. Good morning to you guys. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis. But that was too long for them, so they had to cut it short to Semper Fi. Whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it's the same thing. It means exactly the same. Always, always ready. Good morning, Jarheads. It's time to rise and shine. Okay, all right. Now that doesn't motivate you in the morning. I don't know what does. I mean, if that doesn't make you think that your good Lord that you are still awoke this morning on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you, then I can't say much about you. Okay, your mind's in the wrong place. Okay, if you knew some of the things that I knew, and some of you probably know things worse than I know, but if you knew some of the things I know, you would greet this day with the enthusiasm which you have never greeted a day before, because this day, just like all the others, was never promised. We didn't have to be here this morning. I mean, you don't know if you're going to wake up. In the last few days, I've heard of people going to sleep not waking up at all. It is grace of Almighty God that we wake up each and every day. Like I tell people, the alarm clock never wakes you up. If that were the case, you could put one in the graveyard. No, it doesn't wake you up. It reminds you that you're still alive. So be thankful for that. Good morning to you. It's 6:30 in the morning. It is time to rise and shine. Don't forget we got lessons of life coming up, things that happen in this day, and a few other things. But we're gonna have this is going to be one of the few days that we're actually going to have a serious conversation about life in Montgomery. Okay, it is time we have that conversation. I've avoided it for years because I thought that we got all these smart people, all these people who are in public office, supposedly smarter than we are. And here's what I've come to find out: that just because you're in public office doesn't make you smart, doesn't make you productive. As a matter of fact, one could argue that sometimes being in office makes you less productive than you were as a civic. Okay, I'm just saying, but we're gonna have a conversation about that. But we'll get to that conversation later on. Again, come up, lessons of life, the things you learn by living. And there's no other way. There's some things in this world that you'll never learn unless you do it. Kind of like running a mile. You can sit on the sideline, think you're running, think you can do it just as good as the guy that's running, but you will never know unless you get out there and run with them. So no more sitting on the sideline, whining about what's going on unless you're willing to get out there on the track with everybody else. Okay, we're just going to tell you to shut up. Okay, my good friend Tracy Larkin had my friend Tracy Larkin had a saying. What you tell people he did something, he had this thing talking about sit down or something like that. And I don't know how that go, but that was his thing. He had one voice. I think he had something called one voice. A lot of people in this city have tried to put organizations together that make a difference, and every last one of them, most of the time, end up with people not really being dedicated to the promise by which they join these organizations with, and that's why it's so unusual that the Democrats and Republican parties have lasted throughout the time, but they are two entities that they spend most of their time trying to survive. And in order to do that, you must convince somebody that there's a boogeyman somewhere out there that's coming to get you, unless they have the ability to support or defend you. And then you end up finding out that you do a better job of defending yourself. Well, we can talk about some of that stuff later on. Anyway, so let's take a break. It is 6:33 in the morning, and we shall return uno momento. All right? So you guys hang loose. We'll come back with a lesson to life, the things that matter, the things that make a difference in lives. We'll be back.
USFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Indeed.com and the year on a hiring note. Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview,
in the year 2525.
quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This morning is starting off on the dry side, but that will change later this afternoon as moisture works its way into the scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Hey, Mr. C.
Becoming more widespread this evening, tonight, ending early tomorrow.
Really? Well, let me check it out again. I'll get my engineer. Okay. Well, I'll get my engineer to see what's going on with it. Thank you.
Montgomery Skywar's traffic.
I'll call him up. All right, man. Thanks.
It's better at Brubaker.
Mhm.
on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good on the interstate systems. No major problems or accidents being reported there to slow you down. We do have an accident on Birmingham Highway there at Beeline Street, just north of Alabama Steel Supply. So be careful there. If you see something else giving you trouble with traffic safety, contact us. We'll pass the info along.
In the year 2525.
Get trained and hired fast.
Now, how in the world do I fix this?
For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
FTX was a leading cryptocurrency platform who suddenly shut their doors last week. Besides damaging users who were invested into the company's stock, FTX also had major partnerships. Of those deals, esports organization Team Solo Mid had a $210 million agreement with the company. A few days after the bankruptcy filing, TSM officially dropped their partnership, costing the team hundreds of millions. What other heads will roll from this fallout?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000
Sure do.
back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-631-9123.
On my behalf.
631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Now get up to 50% off at the Cyber Monday sale and even deeper discounts on some of our favorite styles happening now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of their super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts. So don't miss the Cyber Monday sale on now at your nearest Untuck It store or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
What is that? What is that? Air. Definitely air. It's air for sure. Would someone like some, I don't know, buy it? You want to sell air?
So, you think you can sell air? Do we have a job for you? Cumulus Media is looking for a great account executive. We offer full-time positions with great benefits, a fun working environment, and the best air in the industry on air and online.
Visit newsradio1440.com for details.
25.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 800-730-8405 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check. As easy as, that's 800-730-8405.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-826-9895. That's 800-826-9895. 800-826-9895.
Are fall projects piling up on your property? You still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we're back. You know, I tell you what, this Facebook thing gets me because I turned off the posting on my page thinking that my helping hand thing with the, but I figured out you could actually pin stuff. I found out you could actually pin things to your Facebook page and it doesn't go anyplace. And so now I can't figure out how to let people post on my page anymore. My bad. Sorry about that. I'll figure it out between now and the time I get off today, how to bring that back alive. Anyway, good morning to all of you guys. It is a Tuesday morning. You know, I stayed open to wait till the wee hours of the night, talking about voting last night with a person who seemed to think that in Georgia, because they won't let you bring all kind of things to the poll, that somehow you want to disenfranchise people. And of course, I had to argue that point till I fell asleep. Okay, but other than that, I was even when I'm in bed at night, I'm thinking about you guys and I'm working for you. Okay, I'm sitting there saying, okay, so we're gonna, but I won't get into that. Although I will admit, listen, I'm about ready to agree with more people in Georgia. I know you got to put somebody in that Senate seat, but I'm not sure Herschel Walker is the guy to do it, and I'm not certainly not sure that the other guy is the guy to do it. But if somebody offered me about $20, I'd vote for the other guy. You know, I Herschel Walker is just not the guy. But I will vote now. Well, let me digress. I'd vote for him strictly because it gives the Republicans the edge in the Senate, or at least ties it. Because the Democrats just are crazy. You know, we're just crazy. We didn't DEI'd me to death around here, diversity, inclusion, and equity, and whatever. I mean, until we are turning more people against each other in America now, and it's all based on race, sexuality. I mean, everything we do in this country now has got something to do with what you do when I'm around you. It just so if for anything, and then I'm finding out there's guys coming to schools in dresses. You know, now nobody on the school board will admit that what I'm saying is true. They just won't say that I'm wrong. Okay, I've talked to a couple of them. They just won't say that I'm wrong. They just won't admit that I'm right. Okay, so I guess I got to sneak into school and take a picture of it. I guess I don't know. I'm kind of short, so yeah, I don't know if I can get by. I don't know if I could get by with being a kid. So we'll leave that one alone. Anyway, good morning to you. It is time for the lessons of life as well as the word of the day. Now, the word of the day is an interesting word. It is a word that, you know, that politicians, this is something that politicians do to you all of the time. Now, you won't hear from politicians right now until next year. You know, you'll hear from them next year, because next year in Montgomery, we got a mayoral race. I think we got a city council race, and I think we got we got a county commission race next year. I mean, we'll start hearing from them soon, but you know, it's gonna give us about 3 or 4 months break, and then they'll come to us and tell us a bunch of stuff that we don't want to hear. But until that point, anyway. So the word of the day means to use soft words or flattery, usually for the purpose of persuading someone to do something or to give you something. It is often used disapprovingly. The sales clerk tried to blank us into spending more money than we wanted. Okay, so it's like going in to buy a car, And the guy says, Elkins, I'm telling you, that car looks good on you. As a matter of fact, I think we ought to just rename the model of the car to Kevin Elkins car. I mean, they blow so much smoke up your head, you think that there's a fire someplace. Okay. Well, what is that called? That is called Weedle. Okay, Wheedle. In other words, there's another word for it too. We call it Bravo Sierra, but that's what it is. Okay, Weedle, Wheddle, means to use soft words or flattery, usually, often persuading someone to do something or give you something. It is often used disapprovingly. The sales clerk tried to wheedle us into spending more money than we wanted to spend. I got you. I feel you on that. I do. So don't be wheedled today. If you're going to go buy something, buy what you want. Don't sit there and let them talk to you. Although now, if it's a good salesman, hey, I ain't mad at him either. You got to make a living too. So, but it's called wheedle. So the next time you go buy something, I want you to look at the salesman. Say, are you trying to wheedle me? Now, he won't know what you're talking about. Okay, he won't know. He'll look at you kind of funny and think that either he going nuts or you are, whatever the case may be. But say, listen, don't be trying to wheedle me. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I know what I want. Don't be trying to add more to it. Just let me look. Let me look. But now, if he's a good salesman, he'll be the master at wheedle, and you won't even know you being wheedled. Okay, I'm just saying, if you're a good salesman, all right, I'm just saying, you might want to look that word up in your dictionary, Wheedle. All right, wheedle. In other words, give you a case of the Bravo Sierras. So you go in there and spend $2 and you spend 10. Now that's a good wheedler. Okay. Good morning to you. The lessons of life today. What are the lessons of life? These are the things that you learn by living. These are the things you can hear about it, but you cannot learn it until you have lived it. It's kind of like running a mile. I tell you the same thing all the time. Nobody knows what running a mile feels like, or 2 miles, unless you've actually ran the 1 mile or the 2 mile race. You don't have a clue. I don't care how long you've been watching track and field. You don't have a clue what it takes to run those 2 miles or that 100-meter dash or 100-yard. You don't have a clue. You can sit back there and think that you know what it feels like. You don't have a clue until you run it. Well, these are what the lessons of life are all about. And today is another lesson of life that I've learned by living. Okay, lessons we call it LOL, laughing out loud, because sometimes, or lessons of life, because sometimes the only way to understand some things in life is to have gone through some things. No test, no testimony. And this morning is no exception. This is something I think that you'll understand. Most of us will understand that has done a couple of things. Today's lesson of life is true blue advice. Now you can take the advice, or you can keep saying up yours and I got this and I don't need any advice from you. And that may be true. That may be true. So I'm not going to say it isn't. But wisdom is the correct application of knowledge. Don't ever turn somebody down who wants to give you wisdom, because it has been paid for. Okay? Every lesson that has ever been taught, it has also been bought. So I'm just telling you. Now you get to get some of this stuff free, from me on the radio, because that's the kind of guy I am. So today's lesson of life, LOL, because sometimes all you can do is smile and laugh. There are 3 things that you can do with your life. Oh, some would say there are more than 3. Well, there are 3 things that you can do with your life that certainly will change your life. 1, I wouldn't do it, but I'll tell you what it is. 1 is give up, and then you'll never know what you could accomplish. for the rest of your life, you'll wonder, could I have done it? 2 is give in. That's when you try a little while, and you try a little while, and you try a little while, and then you say, well, it just may not be for me. Reggie Jackson, Hank Aaron, Jim Brown, Marcus, all these sports people, Abdul Jabbar, I mean, all these sports people that we pay homage to, you know, they didn't give in. Even when, and Michael Jordan was told that he couldn't play basketball, but he didn't give in. And the only difference between most people that are successful and most people that are not is that somebody gave up or gave in before it was time. Again, those are the first 2. But this last one, well, it could change your life. Again, there are 3 things that you can do with your life that will change your life or won't change your life. You can give up, you can give in. But the third thing is something that you have to dig way down sometimes. You've got to dig further than you've ever seen. Does anybody know what vision really is? Vision is seeing those things through spiritual eyes, seeing those things that have not happened as if it has. That's what vision is. And the great among us, Bezos started a book. He started to sell books out on the internet out of his garage. And that's how he got started. Now one of the richest men on earth. He got started selling books, and they told him he was crazy. They said, okay, who gonna buy a book from the internet? Well, the rest is history. The rest is history. So again, you have 3 things you can do with your life. You can either give up or you can give in. But this third one is a game changer. It's a game changer. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Don't quit, fall down. In order to be successful, you only need to get up one more time than you fail. One more time. If you fall 8 times, get up on the 9th. If you fall 20 times, get up for the 21st time. All you have to do to be successful is get up one more time than you fail. Okay, that's all you got to do. Seriously, get up one more time, and you'll be successful. So the 3 things you can do with your life is you can give up, you can give in, or you can give it everything you have and go for it. Okay, I'm just saying. Those are some of the things that I have learned. Because there have been many times in life that I went to give up to. And we all probably reach a point in our lives where we just say, forget it. But don't do it. Don't do it. I got some very good friends of mine who are going through things right now. Really tough things. And I encourage them, never give up. Never, ever give up. Because I think when you give up, you say, God can't handle this. See, he can't eat. There's nothing. And then it starts raining because God be crying. What? I can't do that. Come on, man. No, he can do it. He can do it. I still believe in miracles. So I'm just saying, 3 things in life that can change your life. Well, you can give up, give in, or give it all you get. I would suggest the latter. Give it all you got. And if you do go down fighting. Okay? Don't wait for anything to catch you. When it catches you, you be moving. Okay? I'm just saying. It's just my lessons of life today. Know a little bit about these kinds of things because I didn't drop the ball a whole bunch of times in life. And so I just want to give you a little bit of my experience, and hopefully it will help you because you are going to face some difficult times in your life. But everybody is. Everybody. Again, there's never been a lesson taught that has not been bought by somebody. Good morning to you. It is November the 29th. It's the 333rd day of this year. Okay? Not very many days left. On November 29th, 1980, the first Army, 1890, excuse me, the first Army-Navy football game was played in West Point, New York. Navy defeated Army 24-0. Okay, that was a bad day for us, but we didn't give up. We kept on going. Matter of fact, I think we got an Army-Navy game this weekend. Hopefully, we'll get our revenge again. 1864, a Colorado militia killed at least 150 peaceful Cheyenne Indians in the Sand Creek Massacre. In 1910, British explorer Robert F. Scott's ship, the Terra Nova, set sail from New Zealand, carrying Scott's expedition on its ultimately futile as well as fatal race to reach the South Pole first. For the life of me, I can't figure out why people want to go up there in all that cold weather. I don't know, but I guess they was giving life all they got. I give it all I got someplace else where it's warm. 1929, Navy Lieutenant Commander Richard E. Byrd, pilot Brent Balchin, radio operator Harold June, and photographer Ashley McKinney made their first airplane flight over the South Pole. That was 1929. 1947, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution calling for the partitioning of Palestine between Arabs and Jews. 33 members, including the United States, voted in favor of the resolution. 1961, the Enos D. Chimp was launched from Cape Canaveral aboard Mercury Atlas V spacecraft, which orbited Earth twice before returning. 1963, President Johnson named a commission headed by Earl Warren to investigate the assassination of then President Kennedy. Well, he had been shot. 1972, the coin-operated video arcade game Pong, created by Atari, made its debut in Andy Capp's Tavern in Sunnyvale, California. It was on this day in 1981, actress Natalie Wood drowned in a boating accident off Santa Catalina Island in California at the age of 43. They still think Robert Wagner had something to do with that. I don't know. I wasn't there. 1986, actor Cary Grant died in Davenport, Iowa at the age of 82. And also, I landed in the great island of Oahu, okay, to join the Fort Shafter group down there and have a great time. All right, wasn't such a great time, but I did join the group. All right, in 1986, it was a great place to go. And Imelda Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos showed up on the island with a bunch of shoes. 1987, a Korean Air 707 jetliner en route from Abu Dhabi to Bangkok was destroyed by a bomb placed by North Korean agents with the loss of all 115 people aboard. Okay then. 1991, 17 people were killed in a 164 vehicle pileup during a dust storm on Interstate 5 near Coalinga, California. Actor Ralph Bellamy died in Santa Monica at the age of 87. And in 2001, George Harrison, the quiet Beatle, died in Los Angeles following a battle with cancer. He was just 58. And 10 years ago, Indian commandos killed the last remaining gunman holed up in a luxury Mumbai hotel, ending a 60-hour siege. And those are just some of the things that have happened on this day, because history is everything every man, woman, and child has ever felt, seen, or done. So nobody can tell all of history. We can only tell a small part of it. All right. Anyway, so my time is up. Thank you for yours this hour. So we'll get done with this, and we'll keep moving in a second here. So hang loose. We'll be back with a serious conversation. Maybe. I think that's what it's going to be.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Auburn University has announced Hugh Freeze to be the 31st head football coach there. Fans have mixed reactions to the hire. Supporters say they're excited to have a proven head coach, but others are concerned about his past controversies. was an NCAA investigation due to numerous recruiting violations, and there were sexual misconduct charges. There's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and now today is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is a national movement that focuses on groups that work in and impact.
You know, all this coffee, all these different flavors.
Campaign that encourages people to give to charities of their choice during the holiday season. Speaking of the holidays, the state Christmas tree is now in place and decorating will soon be underway. 35-foot eastern red cedar from Fitzpatrick County is now at the state capitol. The public is invited to the tree lighting at 5:30 this Friday. I'm Jasmine Williams.
News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. President Biden has stepped in to ask lawmakers to prevent a nationwide railroad strike before Christmas. Correspondent Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
Congress could push back the strike deadline, extend the negotiating period, force the two sides to use an arbitrator, or enact legislation to adopt an agreement. So far, all 12 unions involved have not approved a contract, and workers could walk out early next month.
Former Vice President Mike Pence is scolding Donald Trump for dining with Kanye West and Nick Fuentes at Mar-a-Lago last week. Mr. Pence telling News Nation.
President Trump was wrong to give a white nationalist, an anti-Semite, and a Holocaust denier a seat at the table. And I think he should apologize.
Mr. Trump claimed he didn't know who Fuentes was when he showed up with the rap star. Police say a former state trooper allegedly catfished a teenager, then murdered her family at their home in California. CBS's Errol Barnett.
28-year-old Austin Lee Edwards resigned as a Virginia state trooper late last month, according to police. He drove cross-country to meet a 15-year-old girl who lived at home with her mother and grandparents.
He developed a relationship with her. There might have been an exchange of texts, maybe phone calls.
Later that day, deputies tracked down Edwards and the teenager in the desert and shot the suspect to death in an exchange of gunfire. Just in from Houston, a boil water notice has been lifted 2 days after a power outage at a purification plant. City officials say water quality testing shows tap water once again meets regulatory standards, making it safe to drink. They've tallied up the dollars and cents spent on Cyber Monday. Bottom line, it was a huge success.
Online shoppers cashing in big time.
The discounts are stronger than we've ever seen on record for many categories.
Vivek Pandya of Adobe Analytics pointing in particular to steep discounts in clothing, electronics, and toys.
That's really been what's fueling the momentum we've been seeing out of Cyber Week.
Online sales between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday estimated at more than $35 billion, up 3.7% over last year. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
American soccer fans will be watching closely when the U.S. faces Iran at the World Cup in Doha today.
I'm hoping for a 3-1 win. 3-1 win, U.S. We go to the second round. Love it.
I'm a little worried because Iran doesn't have to win. They can make it really, really difficult for us.
We're coming back heavy, hard on Iran. We're winning, and we're advancing to the next round. That's what's happening.
Match time, 2 p.m. Eastern. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right, and when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
Christmas tree farmers in California are doing a booming business despite the challenges. KOVR TV's Andrew Hobner is in Sacramento.
Eli McGee and other tree farmers like Chad Erickson face a challenge. Wildfires on one hand and a drought on the other.
We've definitely had to water more. We're lucky that this plantation has irrigation, but irrigation costs money, so we're spending much more.
In spite of those issues, there's been no drop-off in customers, even with inflation hitting and a recession looming.
Yes, sir. Raised prices, and I know a lot of other tree farmers have.
As tradition and that Christmas feeling trumps all.
Blank white sheets of paper have become a symbol of outrage over China's zero COVID policy. Protesters have been waving them in the air to try to evade the country's censorship policies as they demand an end to lockdown policies. University students in China among the latest to be sent home. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
MCOA, the Montgomery Area Council on Aging, has been serving seniors in central Alabama since 1972. MCOA fights food insecurity in our senior population with our Meals on Wheels program, which serves a hot, nutritious meal daily to 428 homebound seniors in Montgomery. To learn more about MCOA and to find out in many ways you can help us impact the lives of seniors in our community, visit MCOA.org.
Are fall projects piling up on your property? You still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. Dealer details expires November 30, 2022.
Offer not valid in all states or prohibited by law. Also subject to the rules. See website for details.
Wait. Tell me, where'd you get that money?
This money came from 43money.com right online.
Are you saying you went to 43money.com and got all that money you needed fast?
Man, you know it. I went to 43money.com yesterday and bam, $5,000 was in my account today. Straight up.
Now hold on. 43money.com helped you get $5K like that?
Yeah, man, that's right. 43money.com's lenders provide personal loans for up to $5,000 for people like you and me, even if you don't have good credit.
Man, I'm always short on cash. Can 43money.com help me get the money I need fast?
If you need extra money fast, go to 43money.com. Just have a checking account and a regular source of income. Go to 43money.com and you can get the loan you need now, regardless of your credit. Go to 43money.com to get the money you need fast. Type www.43money.com directly into the address bar. That's 43money.com. Again, 43money.com. 43money.com.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Side of the railroad track I'm from, it don't taste like weed when you're hungry. Put some salt and pepper on it. You'll be all right. Secret agent man. Okay. Okay, I'm here. All right, good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. Good morning, and good morning again. First of all, I'm going to tell you about our sponsor of our show, JL Lane Truck and Auto. JL Lane Truck and Auto, located at, you know where, 208 Gun Road. You can give them a call, 272-4313, 272-4313. All of the cars are online at jllanetruckandauto.com. You can look at the inventory to make sure it's something that you want there. If not, they can get what you need. Again, that's JL Lane Truck and Auto, jllanetruckandauto.com. That number again is 272-4313, 272-4313. Now they got online inventory. Go to the website, jllanetruckandauto.com. And here's the nice thing about what they do. You can buy there and you can pay there. So you don't have to worry about the credit and all that stuff. They will help you get in the car. You sit down, Imano, with either Steve or Mr. Lane, and you sit there and you talk about it. They try to help you out. Okay, the only way you don't get a car with these guys, you don't be honest. Other than that, they're gonna help you the best they can. If my mother was alive, I'd send my mom over there to get a car. Okay, that's how much I trust her. Okay, I trust her. I'd send my sister over to get a car. That's how much I trust them. And you know, you don't send your mom and your sister too many places to get a car. Okay, because you don't want to have to go over there and have words with people. Okay, I'm just saying these are good folks over there, Mr. Lane and those guys. Okay, JL Lane Truck and Auto.com. Go ahead and check out the inventory, which is online now. All of the cars have gone through a rigorous and vigorous inspection process. So if you're ready to ride, you can go to Two-Way Gun Road, or you can go to JLLaneTruckandAuto.com in your pajamas right now. If you're tired of walking, you want to trade in those wheels, you want to trade in those heels and get yourself some wheels, this is the place to do it. You can buy there, you can pay there, so therefore you don't have to worry about kissing the hand of the Montgomery Credit Bureau. I don't know if we even still got a credit bureau anymore. We got 3 of them now: Experian, Transcendent, whoever they are. And they sent me the other day, said, yeah, you want more credit? I said, no, not really. All credit does is make you get in debt anyway. So anyway, but give them a call, 272-4313, 272-4313. And if they don't have it, Steve and somebody, they'll help you get it. Okay. See, the thing about having bad credit is that you don't really, if you have bad credit, it helps you because nobody won't sell you anything. Okay, except Mr. Lane, they'll say. Other than that, you got bad credit, you can't really buy, you can't really buy a whole lot. You got to have cash. Okay, you got to have cash. You don't have cash, and therefore you walk off the lot. You walk off they used to have a place called Service Merchandise when I got here. I mean, I used to go in and just buy stuff just because they was giving it to me when I got here. I was kind of young. I was like 33. I didn't know what's going on. Okay, really, seriously, it was tough on a brother. All right, so what is the serious conversation we're going to have today? Well, we're going to have one. We're really going to have one because I've often asked myself, why did I get in this business? Why did I get? Well, besides the entertainment value of it, but what was the other reason I got into this business? Well, and I asked myself, what is it that we want to accomplish? Why do we have conversations every morning? Because at the end of the morning, at the end of the day, most things are still as they are and as they always have been. So the question on the table this morning, how do you really make a difference? Because talking doesn't do it. I mean, talking is where you flush the ideas of people. You try to figure out what the community thinks. But at the end of the day, do we make a difference somehow? Okay. I mean, do we really make a difference, or do we? Okay, somebody. Okay. All right then. Okay, I think I just got a piece of paper, a word from my engineer. If our signal is going dead someplace outside, let me know if you can't hear us anymore, because I was trying to talk to the talk to the engineer about that. Anyway, so the question is, what do we do? What do we really want to do? I mean, we do a lot of complaining, okay? But first of all, let me tell you about our GoFundMe account and our Helping Hands thing. Every year, we find people. Well, I don't find anybody. Other people know people who are having a tough time, and it looks like I'm gonna have a tough time this year too. They have a tough time. So what we try to do is get those people to give us names of people who can use a helping hand. So we collect money and we turn around a couple of days before Christmas and we give that money to the people. We try to give at least $500 or at least $1,000, depending on your situation. The reason why we give money is because some people their lights may be getting ready to cut out, and you cannot win. You cannot pay your light bill with a credit card or with a whatever you call those cards that people give away to Walmart. Some people may not have food. Some people may need help with their rent. It's been tough out there this year. And so what we do is now anybody who needs something cannot write us. It's got to be somebody who knows you that puts you in for it. You can't, and therefore I don't have to worry about investigating people, seeing whether or not they're trying to run a con on us. But here's what I have found in my since I have been here. Most people who working hard every day, they just they just don't ask. I mean, sometimes pride is a bad thing. They don't ask. And so what I do is I ask you guys to look. I know a couple of people who just found out they had cancer a month ago, going through treatments and stuff of this nature. Some of these folks cannot work. Going through, and from what I understand, chemotherapy is a tough thing to go through. It is a it zaps your strength. It just it's tough. Sometimes I think the cure is worse than the cause. I don't know. I've never been through it yet, and so we try to help those people. I know a couple of families with kids because they're going through this chemo and all this stuff. They can't work and therefore they can't get paid. So Helping Hands, we put that together about 6 years ago, and every year we've been able to raise money. It looks like it's it looks like it's going to be hard now though this year, but I won't give up. I'll keep going. I'll keep asking. And so what I need you guys to do, there's a GoFundMe set up called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, or you can go to my Facebook page. And I don't care what you put in there. You can put $5 in there. You can put $500 in there, whatever the case may be. We are asking you guys to help us out so we can help others, if you would, because that's the only way some of these people are going to get help. You know, and the funny thing about it, I was told that there are lots of money. There are lots of money in our economy right now. They have given out trillions of dollars, but it does seem unless, and if you can give me something that not money, where some of these people can go to get a hand without having to go through 50,000 questions and waiting for this and waiting for that. By the time they do that, the lights will be off, the gas will be off, and all the rest of that stuff will be off. So if you can tell me a place where they can go, I would be most appreciative. So there's no reception on AM 1440. Okay then. Well, that's what I heard. Unless we're online. So anyway, we want. Okay, let me send that message to my engineer. Okay, we'll just check that out right there. Okay, so I sent that to my engineer again, and we'll see what he says. But for those that can hear me, we try to help these people because we realize that all of us are merely one paycheck, one accident, one sickness away from being in the same boat that they are. And so we try to ask you to help us out if you can. And again, you can go to Service First Bank, and you can send a check up here, make the check out to Helping Hand, not me. You can go to Service First Bank and deposit any amount you want to put in there, whether it's $1, $2, whatever the case may be. Or you can go to my Facebook page, and the GoFundMe is there. Or you can go to Montgomery Computer Services and leave. We got a box up there, Montgomery Computer Services, where you can drop something in the box for us. So we appreciate that on Atlanta Highway, right next to Healthwise Food. And so we got a box up there. And so we got a place, So there's a couple ways to do this. If you don't want to come down to the bank, you live on the east, you live out Arrowhead and places like that, where you just stop up to the store, Montgomery Computer Services on Atlanta Highway, right next to Healthwise Food, and you can put it in there. Okay. Anyway, so I'm finding out that we are a little bit off air this morning. I apologize, but I did leave a note for our engineer, and hopefully we will get that taken care of. Okay, so we'll be right back for a serious conversation. That's our Helping Hand. So again, to go to Service First Bank, if you can hear us, or any Service First Bank in town. It's called Helping Hand. You can put something in there for us, or you can go to GoFundMe. We got it's called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, or you can go to my Facebook page and click on that, and that'll take you there. We'll take anything you got, $2, $1, whatever. We'll take it because everything helps somebody. Just think about somebody else. We need to think about more people that are not in our great shape. And even though we have little, there are those that have none. I'm just saying we might want to think about that for a second. All right, let me see what's going on with our signal here, and I shall return uno momento. All right, we'll be back.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Dell Technologies. Dell's Cyber Monday business event starts now with up to 50% off on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors, plus savings on essential accessories and free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
This morning is starting off on the dry side, but that will change later this afternoon. As moisture works its way in quickly today, we will cloud up, and it will be a warm, humid day. The humidity going up later today, temperatures low 70s, scattered showers and thunderstorms develop this afternoon, becoming more widespread this evening, tonight, ending early tomorrow morning. And any of the storms later this evening and tonight can be strong to severe with damaging winds, hail, and a tornado or two. That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got a minor accident East South Boulevard at South Court Street and a disabled 18-wheeler on Highway 82 in the construction zone at Doster Road. So be prepared for that. You see something else giving you trouble, contact us. We'll pass the info along. From the simple patient transport for life and death situations, Haynes Ambulance is there for you both on the ground and in the air. Haynes Ambulance, ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up for Montgomery Skywatch. This is Major Delay.
The news you need, the news you can trust, the news you depend on. News Radio 1440. More at newsradio1440.com.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Now get up to 50% off at the Cyber Monday sale and even deeper discounts on some of our favorite styles happening now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of their super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts. So don't miss the Cyber Monday sale on now at your nearest Untuck It store or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
The older your furnace gets, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home. It is of the utmost importance to have your furnace checked annually if it's over 10 years old. Bill Bradley Services technicians are equipped with top-of-the-line CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is seeping into your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's operating at max efficiency, which will save you money down the road. Only $74.95 for guaranteed peace of mind. Number 8449.
I got smart about mortgages. Now it's my house I go home to.
I got smart about credit cards. Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org. Smartaboutmoney.org is a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money. Smartaboutmoney.org. It's the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
The sun may be bearing down, but that doesn't mean that outside activities stop. And overdoing it in Alabama's extreme temperatures and high humidity can have serious consequences. When temperatures go up, so does the risk for heat illness. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke tend to be two of the most common forms of heat-related illnesses. Heat exhaustion is the milder form and can occur after exposure to high temperatures and lack of fluids, but it isn't something to be taken lightly. Heat exhaustion can easily progress into a more serious illness like heat stroke. which can damage the brain and other vital organs and even cause death. Heat stroke, sometimes called sunstroke, occurs when the body is unable to cool itself down. Protect yourself from heat-related illnesses by drinking plenty of water while outside, staying indoors during extreme heat, and eliminating strenuous activities during the hottest part of the day. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay, just for those guys who can actually hear us, I understand we're a little bit off the air at the moment. Evidently, got cold outside, and the whatever that thing they call out there is got an attitude, I guess. But I never mind. But our intact engineer, our brilliant engineer, has been notified of the problem, and hopefully he is going to take care of it. Unless he don't like me, and I think we're all right though. But I haven't ticked him off lately. Anyway, good morning to you. And again, I was saying about helping there. Prattville Carpet wants to upgrade your kitchen. That's right, free of charge, with $10,000 worth of porcelain countertop and backsplash. I learned something this week. I learned what a backsplash is. Didn't know what that was till Friday. I don't know what it is, but okay, it's something. I guess it's something on the stove or something. I don't really know. Anyway, they're choosing one qualifier daily from online registration, and the way to register for this particular prize is go to newsradio1440.com and enter today. Okay, so that's 10 grand, $10,000 worth of porcelain countertop. That could fix my kitchen up. It could. Yeah, I could work with that. Put a little island in the middle of the kitchen too, so you can do a little cooking thing going on there. Anyway, they're choosing one qualifier, but the only way to register is go to our radio station, newsradio1440.com, and enter your information in there and get a chance at winning 10 grand, $10,000 worth of porcelain countertop and a backsplash. Okay. I still don't figure out what backsplash is yet, but I think it's got something to do with something backsplashing. I think that's what it is anyway. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah, I'm off the air. A lot of people's radio. we're trying to fix it. But what can I tell you, brother? We're trying to fix it. Man, don't you got the internet out there yet? Out there in the boondocks? Well, I understand, but it's time to get the internet. Well, that's true too. What? Going down. I know. I'm just becoming too famous, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. But I got the engineer just sent me a note saying he's working on it right now. So we should be back up. We should be back up momentarily. Well, this is going through all that. I'm going through a lot of that right now. But anyway, good morning to you. This is for the folks who are online, because if you're online, you can hear us. So I gotta treat them as though they're my big audience out there in the thing. Okay. Now, what? Well, now I just can't wait. Man, I had a great conversation for today. I can't. Evidently, I am correct about some schools. Somebody said over at JD, boys are wearing girls' skirts now. Now, I wouldn't mind if the boys wore a kilt. Okay, if you want to wear a kilt to school, that's cool. That way you can call yourself halfway Irish or something like that. Okay, I mean something like that. I don't really know, but I wouldn't have a problem with a kilt. But we actually got boys wearing girls' skirts to school in Montgomery schools. Now, this is what I'm told. Now, I've tried to check with some people on the board, and they really cannot tell me. I don't know why they can't tell me whether or not it's true or not, but we'll see. Good morning. Who's this? I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. Well, I know some people recently have been diagnosed. I think from what I have seen, the effects of chemotherapy, it's tough. It's on. Well, I don't know what the cause is. I mean, if we knew that, we could solve it. Okay, so I made an error in verbiage. I think you understood what I meant. So, all right. Oh, okay. Because it's not my money. It's our money. Well, no, it's not my money. That they give it to me. They give it to me. Let me ask something. Do you ever? No, no. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever have anything good to say about anything that people do? No, not me. Not me. And I. Oh, I think we had some. We because I didn't. When I have money left, I don't spend the money. The money stays in the bank. So just in case during the year, just well, see that's one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm not a 501c3. I don't have to answer your question. No, no, but I don't have to answer your question. Anyway, now, do you have anything worthwhile me listening to this morning? Okay, okay, that's what I thought. Since you don't have anything worth me listening to this morning, we're just gonna say goodbye to you. Okay, there's some people that are naysayers. There's nothing. Oh, okay, it's back on strong. Okay, that's good. Okay, okay then. So there's just some people who you cannot help, no matter what. No matter what you do, there's going to be a naysayer. On our Helping Hand Fund, every year, if we have any money left, we leave it in the account for people who may need something throughout the year. And sometimes I get calls, light bill or gas bill, or somebody finna get their car repossessed because they lost it, or whatever the case may be. We give them a helping hand also. But my initial thing is to help people during this Christmas and New Year's season. So anyway, so if you do want to help, there are just some people who will never give a dime, who will moan and groan and complain. Okay, so you kind of ignore those, kind of like a bowel movement. You just got to ignore them. Okay, and so you just keep on moving. You do what you got to do. All right. So anyway, so our helping hands things each year we ask local folks to help local people. Okay, we ask you to donate to a worthy cause, and we call it Helping Hand. Okay, I don't know why people calling me on my cell phone when I am on the air, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm on the air, so I can't answer the cell phone, guys. So anyway, so we choose family within this region. We don't go to New York. We don't go. We don't go around the world. We check. We access people in this area. Let me see who this is. Good morning. Oh, okay. Well, all right. She go. And my naysayer always, hey, call me back, Lisa. I think that was you. 860-1440 is the number you want to give us a call. Love to talk to me. Whatever on your mind before I get to my serious conversation today. But anyway, because this is important. And again, I never had chemotherapy, but I have seen it. I have seen it with a number of people. My sister, I've seen it, and it does seem to wear you out. So I may have misspelled that. Sometimes the cure seems worse than the disease, but it is something that people have to go through. So each year, we reach out to the community, and they help us identify people who could just use a little helping hand. And this is what we try to do each year with this money. They don't know it's coming. You can't put yourself in for it. Somebody else has to put you in for it that knows your struggle. But they only get what you people of the Montgomery area want to give us. And again, there are two ways you can help us. We got a GoFundMe, which is which is Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, or you can go to my website, my Facebook page, and we have you can go to Service First Bank and drop them in our Helping Hand account. Listen, we're not mandating anybody to do anything. So if you don't want to give, hey, listen, you don't have to give. We just ask you to help. But I will tell you this much: we never know where we might find ourselves. Okay, now get my conversation. So anyway, so Service First Bank, or you can go to my Facebook page, click on something. It's GoFundMe there. You can just put something in there if you want to put something in there. We don't care what you do. Every little bit adds up to be a lot. All right, Helping Hand. And one more thing before I go back to phones: none of these people who get this money know it's coming. We do it 2 days before Christmas, or 3 days. Well, I try to do 2 to 3 days before Christmas. They don't know they're getting it. They don't know anything. We show up at their door and we give it to them. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a couple of the times we've done it and we filmed it. I didn't really want to film it too often because I didn't know if people want their business put out in the street. But then we did film a couple of those things, and you will see the good that it does. All right. Anyway, 860-14 is the number here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes, I hear you. Right. Right. Okay. Right. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Right. So we don't believe that because of the biological processes that we've all been taught, we don't believe that a boy coming in dressed as a woman is distracting. hmm Yeah. Well, there's certainly not a lot we can do if nobody wants to fight it. I mean, and there's if we all give up, if we all give in, then okay, somebody fought for the freedom of this nation against all kind of odds. We had a revolutionary war. They said we wouldn't make it. I mean, so is this generation of Americans a little different than the other generations? Yeah, I know you're not. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Well, we certainly can't do anything about it if nobody wants to. That's sure. Hey, appreciate it, Doctor. I got to take a break. We'll be back. Got a guest coming up. We'll be right back.
Their forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. Enter the Craftsman Days Ultimate Garage Sweepstakes, sponsored by Lowe's, for a chance to win Craftsman products valued at over $10,000. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31. Residents of 50 USDC, 18 or older, and age of majority, and have a Lowe's.com account. Void where prohibited. See rules at Lowe'sUltimateGarage.com for entry instructions. Odds, prices, etc.
Okay. This morning is starting off on the dry side, but that will change later this afternoon as more.
I thought you were talking to me with 7-4. Have a seat right over here. Oh, okay.
How long is this going to take?
How long you want it?
I don't know. What do we want to talk about?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Let's talk about Montgomery.
Have a seat, bro.
Are you fixing to go on?
No, I'm on a break right now.
How long is this break?
About 3 to 4 minutes.
All right.
I'm meteorologist Tyler Seaweed for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Prove It Your Motor
Now we got
is better.
That's still the other thing.
On News Radio 1440.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Montgomery. Right now, we're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I work for Rocky Bell at Capital City Roofing
Oh, okay.
and Escapeology.
Oh, okay. I used to work on the computers back in the day.
Yeah, you did. You don't even remember me.
But otherwise, we're clear.
Hey, boss, can I order some 10 pieces of 1x8 and have someone pick it
Away from the Christmas tree. Call
up? Okay. This is Miles Smith with Capital City Roofing.
That's 265-2585.
I need, sir.
Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch
Yes, sir.
traffic.
They're going to be heading that way here shortly.
Managing your online presence takes time,
Gary
effort, and
Illig,
expertise. It can
ILLIG.
overwhelm even the savviest business owner. So, meet Cumulus Boost.
1x8.
We're experts at boosting the online presence for businesses of every type. We make sure potential customers can
just
easily
that
find you and
stuff.
really like what they find. Your website, online listings, consumer
Okay, that's
reviews,
the cheapest
and
you
more.
got.
Cumulus Boost.
Let's roll
Online
with
at
it. And can I give you the
cumulusboost.com.
address as well?
CUMULUSboost.com.
Yeah, they're going to ask, they're going to come and tell you 35, 25 Royal Crest Drive.
Delicious Omaha steaks.
The state
Probably,
experts
I
at
can
Omaha
tell
Steaks have put together special curated gift packages to help take the guesswork out of gifting and make you a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com and use code QUALITY at checkout to get $30 off your order. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites.
Man, how is Mr. Belt doing?
The legendary
He's doing wonderful, bro. He is doing wonderful.
An old codger.
Juicy burgers and even easy to prepare meals that are ready in a
I hate to say I took away the job. They ask me every darn thing, but I don't want nothing. My son's trying to buy a computer, and I'm just like over it.
You should have called me.
Omaha Steaks is
They haven't had any issues. Everything they have is little stuff.
Unforgettable fight. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use promo code QUALITY at checkout to get that extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. My mom is stronger than anyone I've ever known. Growing up when life got hard, her strength helped pull us through. Even after
What's
her
the lady in the
heart
front?
failure
She's still there?
diagnosis, she remained
Cecilia,
stronger
yeah,
than
she's
ever.
there.
My family's support keeps me strong. Together, we're rising above heart failure.
Heart failure doesn't have to steal your strength. For simple steps you can take to help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement, too. We're Tom and Cindy Thornton.
No, man, I
community
just,
free health clinic.
Montgomery,
Just
man,
wear
let's
the
just talk
shirt.
about
We
what's
live
going
it.
on. This
Give,
is
advocate,
fixed.
volunteer,
Fixed.
Live United. Go to Live United.
I used to go on radio with Steve Long over there.
To buy your home,
Casting
you
Blast.
became a house hunting ace. Learned
And
about
I don't, what did she tell you we were going to talk about?
ask the right questions.
I don't know. I thought you were going to talk about escapology.
Let's do it.
I'll get what you talking about.
I love Montgomery. That's why I want to position. Montgomery's great. And downtown's awesome. Nobody comes downtown anymore. I feel like downtown.
But I got to tell you, I'm down here on Friday nights, and there's been some stuff going on.
You ever been to another city?
I'm retired. What do you think?
Nobody comes downtown. They don't know. I mean, when I ask somebody what is there to do, I know what to say. You just say, no, just, what is there to do in Montgomery?
Well, Montgomery has a population though. So you're from how old are you?
He's smart, witty,
Really? I wouldn't think that. I think you're 23. That's what I thought.
But I look every before.
Yeah, I just what I thought. Put those headphones.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Okay, folks. Listen, I got a guest for a couple of minutes here, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. Let me get this guy off the phone. He's been waiting forever. Then I'll get to you. Good morning. Who's this? Fine, fine. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hey, appreciate it. Got a special guest. Tell the folks who you are.
Hey, my name is Miles Smith. I'm a Montgomeryan through and through, and I lived in Delray, and I won't lie, that last call was important.
Mm-hmm.
We need positive stuff right now. I came in to talk about one of the places I work. I've got 2 full-time jobs. I work during the day at Capital City Roofing, and in the evenings I run the escape room downtown, Escapeology. And I don't know, Montgomery's got a lot going on. every city right now has a lot going on. I was watching the news last night, Portland, crazy violence, and it's coming. Montgomery has always been traditionally a biblical city. We've got a church on every corner, and I think that's one of the ills in this society right now. And I look at where I work. I love what I do. I get on people's roofs during the day at Capital City Roofing. Hey, you need a roof? Give me a call. And ask for Miles. Little plug there. No shame in it. And then in the evenings, I put a roof on people's house during the day, put a smile on their face. Mm-hmm. And then at night, I go in and run an escape room. I provide entertainment, put a smile on their face. I love what I do. I love my city. I love Montgomery, and I get frustrated. I go and ask people, what is there to do? And they say nothing. I mean, we were talking.
Which is not really true.
We were talking during the break, and my frustration having running a business downtown, just convincing people to come downtown. Locals do not come downtown. People in Montgomery spend their money at 30A. They go to Birmingham. They go to Atlanta for entertainment, and we have entertainment, good, wholesome family entertainment, the escape room, and that's what I came to talk about.
What is escapeology?
So it's an escape room, and I love to hear people talk about escape rooms. What is an escape room? And I hear so many different versions of what it is, but my number one goal is to entertain people. If you want to have fun, come downtown. Enjoy escapeology. So we're going to lock you in a room. You're going to use puzzles, riddles, and clues. The only thing I can equate it to in my life is it's like a yard sale. You're going, you're finding little things, and it's leading to something else. Of course, it's a game. A yard sale's not, but it's just the mystery of what's there. And so, trying to explain it, it's a live action adventure. And so you go in the room, you go with family, friends. We actually came in to talk about our Christmas parties. I came in to discuss. We have an event space. You can bring the team, corporate events, team building. People let their guard down. They may have strife in the office. They come in, they start playing the game. They let their guard down, and all of a sudden they're bonding. It's kind of like that old adage, not adage, but people in college. They share these drinking stories. So what it does, it builds community. You have something to talk about. You can talk about the mystery as far as the different puzzle pieces, who did what. You see a lot of personalities come out, a lot of deductive reasoning. But the escape game in itself is fun. But to be able to come in and do a Christmas party, we have no particular caterer. You can bring your own caterer. It's an amazing space. Montgomery is really lucky to have this. The owners own Partners Realty, and they wanted to bring something unique to Montgomery. Not only did they do that with an amazing venue where you can bring your corporate team, but also bring the family. Come down, play the escape room, bond, and actually enjoy yourself and have entertainment. So
I'm trying to figure that out. So escapeology, you walk into the room, to the building.
That's right.
And it starts like a scavenger hunt.
So let's go back. You can book online. So it starts on a device. You go online, you look at the different options. We have 5 different themes. We have a theme where it's a murder mystery. You're on a train. You have 60 minutes to figure out who the murderer was before the train stops, and the assailant, the culprit or murderer, gets away. We have another one. It's very current with antidote, and you actually go in and one of your team members, you're investigating an abandoned lab, and one of your team members has dropped a vial, and you've all been infected with a deadly virus. So you have 60 minutes to find the antidote. So you're looking around the room and you're using one puzzle to build to the next, and it's a progressive game. There's a lot of different styles, but our style is progressive, and you have 60 minutes. Traditionally, the escape rooms, you have 60 minutes to figure out the riddle, the puzzles, and the clues to get to the.
That sounds interesting, actually.
It's a lot of fun. My challenge is to get the older clientele, the more, I guess say, seasoned, yes.
Like me?
Yes. I love when grandparents bring their grandkids in, and I'm like, hey, look, I got to get you in there. I've got to figure out what I can do, because adults think it's for kids because it's a game, and the kids think it's for adults because you use your brain. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Montgomery, we were talking about.
Where's it located?
Downtown. We're on Commerce Street. So if you go down towards the riverfront, we'll be right there in the alley. The front is
so
right
if you're walking toward the riverfront, you'll be on the right.
If you're walking to the riverfront, we'll be on the right. Renaissance is on the left.
Okay.
That's right.
And how long have you guys been down
there? We've been there since 2017, 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I walked in there one time because I couldn't figure out by the name what exactly was you guys did.
Well, this isn't to hammer you, but that's a perfect example of Montgomery. You
Yeah.
walked in, people are like, "Oh, I didn't even know we had it." Yep, you and the rest of Montgomery. That's why I'm here talking about it. I want to see people come down, enjoy entertainment. It's.
Well, I think that's part of y'all's fault now. That we don't know.
We have a monstrous kiosk, and you pass by it probably 2 or 3 times a week because it's right down the street. But therefore, hence why I'm advertising on radio.
Yeah.
Hey, shameless plug for Cumulus Radio, the best advertising we've done. You need to advertise on radio. It works, and I'm glad to be here to talk about that.
I mean, I do have a 6-year. We're always looking for something to do, so I guess we'll come down and see if we can solve one of these puzzles for you.
Look, if it just reached one person, it's already done it. This is working already. I love this, Kevin. It's working already.
Let me see who this is on the phone. Good morning, on there. Yes, Ed.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Ed, I should have called you to come talk about me. I appreciate that. It's always nice to hear that. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, I've walked in there. I've walked in there once since they've been there, and I just kind of like, oh, okay, escapology. What's that? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Ed's a frequent flyer.
And evidently it's good for older folks and younger folks. Get your gray matter.
Age 8 to 81.
8 to 81.
I can say we came on here to discuss mainly Christmas parties. If you're planning a Christmas party, a corporate or a company Christmas party, we've got a space that can accommodate up to 60 people, comfortably seated with dinner. We've had up to 125. We've had comedy shows in there. It's literally one of the nicest spaces in downtown. We go to a escapology conference. It was every year, and COVID's kind of put a little hiatus, but we won best lobby every time because the aesthetic value there is just phenomenal. The lighting is amazing. People come in there and they take wedding pictures because we have a wedding venue, the warehouse above us.
Oh, okay.
And then we also have people coming in taking their senior portraits, homecoming, prom, people coming in taking pictures. Just
my son is a photographer around here. I don't think he knows about it. I'll tell him come down and check out your.
I welcome people
thing.
to come and take pictures because then they tag us in the Instagram. It's all about the gram.
It's all about the gram.
That's right.
Some grams can get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, and we have unique artwork.
Yeah.
I will say that there's some unique artwork by a local artist, Vincent Bawalda.
Is there a number, or you got a Facebook page?
We've got a website. Well, we have a Facebook. We have a website, the Escapology website. Choose the Montgomery, Alabama location.
Okay.
And from there, you can see our different themes. You can book the rooms. You can go on there and send us an email or an inquiry for a corporate event or group event. We have group pricing for 16 or more. I'll just go right into the pricing.
So it's Escapology.
Escapology.
That's how it's spelled.
ESCAPOLOGY. Escapology.
So don't put that E on it.
Yeah, no. Don't put the E on the escape.
Okay.
OLOGY after that. So
is there a local number?
We do 523-1947. Our hours are kind of hectic with COVID. And I say hectic. It's changed a lot. We have to go on supply and demand, of course, so our hours change up pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can call, leave a message. We'll return the message, but going to sending an email to Montgomery@escapology.com is the easiest way to get a reply, especially about those corporate events. So the game is designed for 6, but we allow up to 8 in the room. If you want more, I put 15 people in a room, but they were miserable and they did it on purpose. But the games are designed so that we can put 8 in the room and effectively play. But I tell folks all the time, it's age 8 to 81. You can have one person in there. It's just really lonely. And then, but you can put 8 people in the room, and we have group pricing for 16 or more, which is $25 per player. And then 1 to 3 players is 30. Well, actually, we just changed our pricing. I'm sorry. It's $34 a player, and then when you get to that 16 or more, it's $25 per player. So give us a call for the group bookings of 16 or more.
All right. Thank you, Miles. We'll be back.
SFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
How you feel talking about?
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA. Here's what's happening.
I think they suck.
Can I say something about it before I leave, or are you kicking me out?
I'll give you a couple minutes when we come. Cause we got about 10 minutes before we go back on.
10 minutes?
What
do you do for 10 minutes?
It's top of the hour.
Oh,
news and everything.
Jeez, man.
Hey, bro.
I don't mind that. I can go bother Mike or whatever. I don't have to talk about it, but you know what bothers me?
Reed doesn't really want to do much about it.
That's supposed to.
We're supposed to.
What can they do
except not give me anything?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you want to hear my spirit? I'll take some time. This got it, man.
So you run a ball?
I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Deborah Rodriguez in New York. President Biden has asked Congress to save the day and pass a resolution to prevent a crippling railroad strike nationwide. Tony Cardwell is president of one of the workers' unions that rejected a Biden administration brokered contract deal.
The carriers fully understood the whole time that likely some form of imposition would happen. The agreement would be opposed on us, and so they didn't bargain in good faith to the sense that they were fearing a strike. And it's unfortunate that government bureaucrats are given them cover.
One of the union's objections, no paid sick leave. It's safe to drink the tap water again in Houston. People who live there have just gotten the go-ahead to cook with it and bathe in it too. CBS's Jim Crisula.
Some 2 million people in Houston, Texas, the nation's 4th biggest city, had been under a boil water order since Sunday. That's when a power outage at a water purification facility caused pressure to drop. Dozens of schools and businesses were forced to close.
A new law may allow as many as 1 million people, mostly Marines and their families, to sue the government over contaminated water at Camp Lejeune.
You need me to leave, I just have time. My schedule
is a vet named Bruno Teixeira, who already has.
I just had, our conversation next hour is going to be something a little bit more.
So what do you say to critics who say this is a money?
But if you like to come, I'll let you come anytime you want to. Just let me know when you come on. Give you a.
There's stormy weather.
Fridays is normally how anybody come who wants to come up and just
possibility of tornadoes near Memphis. Josh Harper, Deputy Director of Emergency Services for DeSoto County, Mississippi.
We're testing
so my spiel is
systems. We're checking all the boxes and preparing for worst case scenario and hoping for the best.
A storm system could bring snow to Denver and Minneapolis. Russia continues to cut off power and heat to millions of Ukrainians with missile and drone strikes. Correspondent Kathy McCormick is traveling with the Secretary of State in Romania.
The focus here for Secretary Blinken is on Russia's continuing bombardment of
what's your
Ukraine.
strategic
Russia's turned parts of the Black Sea
well, we want to. It kind of goes along with what you're saying, but I don't know if you
The U.S. and
understand
its
it.
NATO allies are unveiling new support
Well,
for Ukraine.
intellectually, you can understand.
Of power and heat, and accusing
bet.
Vladimir Putin.
Intellectually,
of
that's
as a
you
weapon of
understand
war.
it.
Tammy McCormick.
But if you want to hang in, if you want to hang out, then
Well, I would give a
For
short
Nestle's
spiel.
peanut allergy treatment,
So
Wall Street
the
Journal says the
panhandlers,
company may
yeah,
put Palforzia up for
they're only
sale.
there because they
Drug
make money.
gradually exposes
That's true.
patients to higher
And
doses
the
of
problem
peanut
is
powder.
they don't know how to
Nestle
use money.
reports sales
Money's a
just
tool and a
net.
resource. And so
S&P futures up
when you
1.
give them money,
This is
most people
CBS
give it
News.
with an open heart. Oh, it's between them and God.
Liberty
The
Mutual
problem is, it's gonna
customizes
get
your
you
car
that
and home
And
insurance.
it's very
So
vain.
you
They don't know
only
their
pay for
name. They
what
don't
you
care
need.
about them. They just give
Visit
them money to make themselves feel good.
libertymutual.com.
But at the end of the
learn
day,
more.
it's like giving a 5-year-old a chainsaw
Let's see, if
and
something
saying, hey,
costs
go cut that
less,
tree down. He's
but
probably
people
going to cut
are
your leg
happier
off.
with it.
They don't know how to
That
manage
sounds
it.
like
So
something
go
you
give
can
it the
do with
resources to
Medishare. Maybe
someone that
some
knows how to
consumers
use it. And I've got a
Medishare,
list of 3 or 4 places that I can preach.
$500 a
But
month.
people need to be
And that's
explaining
huge.
this
It's also
to
true
other people
for
instead of
way
giving out money.
more
The government's
satisfied
not going to take care of
after
us.
making the
That's not what
switch.
they're designed to do.
Customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is
What's
double.
Well, that's a good point.
what's the subject you're looking at?
we were going to talk about something on that vein. I just got people waiting to talk. But something on that vein, I think what you're saying is absolutely good, but it's going to derail me from this other important conversation. And the problem is, if you're going to talk about that situation, I'd love to have you come back and talk about it because
I feel it.
good. Because that's something that we need to have a conversation about that only, rather than throwing it in for a couple of minutes and then moving on to the next subject. What's the date? The day is
researchers from Tulane University found people who never or rarely put salt on meals had a 23% lower risk of cardiovascular disease than those who always did.
November. What's your subject?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Usually,
So
or
intellectually,
only
what's your
sometimes
subject?
cut back that
Well,
salt intake.
it's about the complaining that we do
Snickers, but
in Montgomery about everything.
Every day.
Well, but we really don't have the balls to really do what it takes to make a difference. And therein lies,
he left them there.
it's like a guy who complains about the guy who ran the mile, but the guy who's complaining never ran a mile. So you can complain, but until you've actually ran the mile, you don't know what it feels like.
I was discussing the same subject. Everybody that I knew that complained about Common Core, their kids were in magnet school. The government wasn't designed to teach our kids. It made a baseline for the least.
And I'll tell you something about you. The reason there's a communication issue in Montgomery, because we got two sections of people. One section of people really believes that the government is the answer to our problems. Another group of people said, no, they aren't. Well, the problem is neither one of those group of people understand why they are where they are. Why is there one group of people saying the government should be not involved? I'm part of that group. But the other group says, well, wait a minute, now if it hadn't been for the government years ago, we wouldn't be in the position that we're in now.
Well, you're talking about social ills. We're driving, the train's going to the Trump didn't.
True.
I'm gonna leave then because I want to listen. I may call in
and I appreciate you. All right, brother. But if you want to show up, come up one day,
we'll see.
Friday, let me know.
Okay.
All right, man. And we're back. Good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. All right, now that we got our sound and everything working good, so now we're good to go. So life is good. So because I was saving this conversation for this hour. First of all, let me remind you of JL Lane Truck and Auto. JL Lane Truck and Auto. You need a car. You need a nice car, a car that won't put you down. A car that's going to has been clean and cleared of all known issues. The cars that have passed a rigorous and vigorous inspection process. Well, if you're ready to ride, go to 208 Gun Road, or you can go to jllanetruckandauto.com. Look at the inventory. I don't know if that Lexus is still over there, because if it is, I think I'm really thinking about it hard. I'm thinking real hard. Anyway, JL Lane Truck and Auto, jllanetruckandauto.com. Give them a call, 272-4313. You can trust them. They're honest, good people over there. I've been doing business with them for about 10, 15 years now. So they good folks, good family. They're family folks, know about Montgomery. Please, if you need a hand and you need a car, please call them and see. They don't care about your credit. You can buy there and you can pay there. All they want out of you is honesty. What can you do? Or if you can do anything. Okay, they'll help you. If there's a way to put you in an automobile, they'll get it done. Okay, I'm just saying, you might want to give them a call. JL Lane Truck and Auto, jllanetruckandauto.com. Go check out the inventory. That number again is 272-4313. Tell you heard about them on the radio this morning, and you need a ride. That's 272-4313. All right, then, let's go phone right quick before I get to something. Good morning, who's this? Yes. Well, I guess, I don't have those answers, and I tried to reach a bunch of the county commissioners last night. Yeah. Well, if he comes on, you. Mm. We'll have to ask. Appreciate it. We'll have to ask our public officials those questions. It's 8:11 in the morning, but he is getting hit on a point that I wanted to try to talk about this morning. Had a long conversation with a public official last night, and at the end of that conversation, he did bring up some interesting observations. We as Montgomeryans, and I'm gonna say we because I've been here long enough now to be an honorary Montgomery. You know, we complain an awful lot. We do. And I would imagine we're no different than any other city. There's somebody who thinks Pike Road has issues. People move to Prattville. Prattville's got issues. Even Millbrook's that. So everybody's got issues. But it does seem that we really don't want to do much besides a conversation. And so my question, what is the purpose of complaining all the time? Do we want to call a meeting and who's going to show up? Hardly no one. Do you want to have you called your city council person? Have you called your county commissioner? Now I'll call some of them for you. But now our public officials don't voluntarily come on the airways of Montgomery. They think that once they have a city council meeting, or once they have a county commission meeting, or once they have a historical meeting, that's it. That's their total obligation to you to talk to you. I cannot think of a better mechanism besides radio, besides radio and Facebook all together. You can see people, you can talk to people, you can ask questions of people, you can do all this. They don't really seem to want to answer those questions. Okay. And you don't seem to really want to hold their feet to the fire. There are a couple of people. I mean, Don seems to want to. I'm not sure if he's just whining and complaining or there's something that he actually wants to hold people accountable for. I don't know. All I know is that Malcolm X once said, if you whining, people are gonna look at you like you're crazy. They won't take you serious until you get mad. They just won't. Roberta Franklin used to try to hold Town hall meetings. I've never called one because I just, and then you get into those town hall meetings and you complain about things that have nothing to do with why we call the town hall meeting. So what is it you guys want? We complain, but what are you willing to do? Therein lies the question. What are you willing to do? Like Sean Connery as Kevin Costner on The Untouchables, once you open this door, once you bust through that door, that changes the game. Not what you're willing to say, but what are you willing to do? How many of us actually go to city council meetings unless there's a big deal, unless there's a big old controversial thing? Not many people go to the city council meetings. And the county commission meeting, now it's not too big in there. They can't put too many people in there. But what are we willing to do to hold the people who we pay responsible for what they do or what they don't do? And then if somebody does get involved, we try to beat the hell out of them. So where's the mechanism by which to hold people accountable? What does that look like? What does the mechanism look like? Because we get mad for 20 minutes and then we go vote for the same thing that we just had. So again, what do we want to do? As a matter of fact, I have Dan, and I can tell you, I've almost forgotten who's on the county commission. I know Sankey is there, and I know Doug Singleton is there because they're always willing to show up someplace, whether you agree with them or not. They're always willing to show up someplace and answer your questions. But everybody else, I think, what's the woman's name? She called one day, and she supposedly represents me. But how often do they come on these airways and take the questions that you, the citizen, has for them? Not very often. They don't feel obligated to do that. Except next year there is next year there is an election, so we'll see a lot of them then. And here's another thing: we as citizens, the 6 words that I hear from most public officials, the 6 words are: there is nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, 7 words. There's nothing I can do about that. So my question would be then, why in the hell are we paying? Seriously. That's from the school board. Now this morning I'm hearing if we have young men going to school as dressed as girls, then everybody said, well, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. So what else is there nothing we can do about? I mean, that's probably what they told Rosa Parks. That's probably what they told people back in the day. That's probably what they told George Washington. Nothing you can do about it. Well, I disagree. But you have to be willing to sacrifice something. If it's money, how much money have you put toward any effort to change things? How much money? Because that's what America. It takes money. It takes money to get a message out. It takes money to start an organization, and my thing is that you charge money to people who belong to the organization, so they're serious. So I don't know. 860-1440, but we do a lot of talking. Okay. We do a lot of talking. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of money out there. Yeah. Well, I think sometimes if that's what it takes to get the job done, you do it. You do. Yeah. I, I, I think we have to be right, and I'm with you. I got it. I got a bunch of calls, and I'm with you. But I think we have to be more specific about who we're talking about and who we're talking to. Good morning. Yes. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Now you may have a point. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Well, I'm not in Bradley Council District anymore. I'm in Marsha Johnson. Yeah. I'm in Marsha Johnson district. You may be in Marsha. You may be in Marsha Johnson district too. Okay then. All right. Well, they cut a brother out, so All right. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got to take one more call. Then I got to go to a break. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, I'm doing fine.
Oh, now we can talk about it. Beat up on the councilman and mayor and everybody you want to. But God is still in control.
All right, there, Mr. Ed. Let's take a break, and we'll be back right after this. 8:24 in the morning. Well, what do we want to do? Well, what do we want to? What's the end game of all the complaining? What's the end game? Anybody know? What do you want to see happen? And I think we need to call people out specifically as rather than the generalities there, because there are some people in this town that don't even realize they're in Alabama. They live so good out there. Neighborhoods are perfect. You know what the word halcyon means? Anybody know what the word halcyon means? I'll tell you when I come back.
Road, got a diesel fire. Perry Hill and Harrison, they're right there. Vaughn Road, just off East Boulevard before Vaughn Lakes, we've got an accident at that location as well. The Toyota-thon's going on right now, and there's no better time than right now to get the Toyota you've always wanted at Reinhardt Toyota. New Toyotas are arriving daily at Reinhardt Toyota on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Either you're going to continue to allow the Democrats to have this advantage because they're exploiting every loophole that they themselves want, or you're going to start playing on the same field that they're playing on, which means that you're going to have to adapt. Which means that you're going to have to accept this is not the system you want. It is not ever going to be the system you want if you continue to lose elections. And you've got to match whatever strategies they're using and start using them yourself, as long as, obviously, as it's legal. And that means that for Republicans that are reluctant and resistant to mail-in ballots or early voting, you're going to have to get over it. Because if you don't get over it, you're giving a massive advantage to the Democrats.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
This Cyber Monday, treat yourself to a gift that you will use and love every day with brand new custom window treatments from Blinds.com. Save up to 50% off everything during their Cyber Monday sale. On Blinds.com, they make it simple and easy to customize beautiful blinds and drapes and shutters. Now they even have my favorite motorized shades. And shop at Blinds.com for their Cyber Monday sale now through November the 30th. And save up to 50% off site-wide plus big doorbusters. Up to 50% off everything at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com.
You brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning your nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthy. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose.
Get ready for a night of solid gold. Impact Live presents The Temptations and The Four Tops. Same night, same stage.
January 22nd, the Montgomery Performing Arts Center, The Temptations, and the Four Tops together live. Reserve seats on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss The Temptations and the Four Tops. The holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together special curated gift packages to help take the guesswork out of gifting and make you a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com and use code QUALITY at checkout to get $30 off your order. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites guaranteed to impress, like the legendary Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away, so shop early and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code QUALITY at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that'll be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com, use promo code QUALITY at checkout to get that extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
Tell you like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. You know, I've been thinking about, I haven't been trying to figure out how to do this, because Lord knows we got enough organization. But here's the challenge I'm going to put to the audience this morning, because we do a lot of complaining. Rightfully so sometimes, other times I'm not sure. But we do a lot of complaining. And we complain when Emory Farmer, I hate that. We do complaining when Emory Farmer, when I got here, Emory Farmer was the mayor, we complained about him. We complained about Bobby Bright. We complained about Todd Strange. And now we're complaining about Stephen Reed. We do a lot of complaining. And again, maybe rightfully so. One politician told me last night that there's so much money out in our community. There has never been a time in America when the money that is out in our country right now has ever been there. Trillions of dollars. We got the American Rescue Plan. I'm still trying to figure out something substantive that has happened since that money came out. But where is that? The people it's supposed to go to. Listen, I don't have a clue. But he said there's never been as much money in the economy in America right now than it ever has been, and we seem to be doing worse now than we've done in a long time. The more money that's out there, the higher the prices get, because somebody figures out how to get that money. We have blamed COVID. We have blamed the Russians attacking Ukraine for upping the prices in just about every facet of our lives. We got Alabama Power taking our power up, bills up, even though they're the only corporation, I believe, in Alabama that has a right to a certain profit margin. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing. But in my business, I didn't have a right to. I mean, if I did, I had to get out there and get it myself. So here's what I want. I want some. We need. Okay, do we need one more organization? Probably not. But if we had one, we need an organization where people pay to belong to it, so their voices can be heard. So we know that you got some. What's that word? You got some skin in the game. So here's what we want to do. I want somebody out there to come up with a name of an organization that is inclusive of everybody, rich, poor, black, white, or brown, and our sole goal, because right now the companies have lobbyists. Hey, I just came up with the name, the People's Lobbyists. Okay? Somebody needs to lobby for the regular people. Okay? Because Big Pharma got their lobbyists. Okay, Alpha's got their lobbyists. Everybody has got a lobbying group, except there's no lobbying group. There's nobody to stand in front of the legislature and talk about us. Okay, I got a name, the People's Lobby. Okay, I'll be the president. Now, how do we get this thing rolling? So finally, maybe we could be a lobbyist too and go and look at some of the things, because there's so many things our legislature can deal with that they don't. One of the things we deal with is, God, there's so many things. So many things that need to be dealt with. Why in the world should a man die in prison and didn't have the death penalty? Why is that? Why does that happen? I don't know. But anyway, why is child support more important than than a father having a sense? I mean, there's so many issues out there. Why should a man go to jail for not paying the ticket? May not have the money, but you can go to jail. I think that's crazy. Um, so there's so many issues. There's so many until one person can't even possibly come up with them all. Who holds the Senate, the state Senate, or the state House of Representatives? Who holds them responsible? They don't listen to us. So I'm thinking the people's lobby. I'm gonna have to go down to the. I'm going to go down to the state house, not the state house, the Secretary of State, and we're going to incorporate that, the people's lobby, because everybody got a lobbyist but us. That is true. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All righty then. 860-1440 is the number here. Let's go back to the phone. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I still think right, but I do think there needs to be an organized effort because and what you say sound well. No, you don't. Well, sure you don't. I'm just saying that when Big Pharma goes down there, when Alpha goes down there, they get those people's attention because they first of all they got a little money behind them. Second, but we don't. We don't. Right. Right. Yeah. That's right. And I listen. I agree with you. The problem is, though I've been here since '91, we still complain about the same thing. It's true, but you're gonna have to have people. Right, you got to have people that are serious about it. You got to have people who are willing to put some skin in the game, and that means put your money where your mouth is. No, 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 no. I mean, paying for advertisement on TV, making a public service announcement on TV, all those kinds of things. You gotta have. Mm, mm, mm-hmm. Well, no, of course not. Right. We're having a discussion. All right. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Yeah. All right, Ed, listen, I don't disagree with you. Gotta take a break. We'll be back after this. But at least we changing the conversation a little. Trying to find some direction in by which to do this, and it is about accountability. But how do we make that really happen? We'll be back.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale is here to help you get the sleep you need this season. Get a king bed for a queen price and save up to $700 on select mattresses from top brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase. Shop in stores or at mattressfirm.com.
This morning is starting off on the dry side, but that will change later this afternoon. As moisture works its way in quickly today, we will cloud up and it will be a warm, humid day. The humidity going up later today, temperatures low 70s, scattered showers and thunderstorms develop this afternoon, becoming more widespread this evening, tonight, ending early tomorrow morning. And any of the storms later this evening and tonight could be strong to severe with damaging winds, hail, and a tornado or two.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Finishing up a couple of accidents reported earlier. Winton Blunt at Taylor Road. There's a car fire there. Chantilly Parkway southbound just past 85. And Ryan at Cherry. If Santa Claus is bringing a puppy to your home this Christmas, call Dickie at Invisible Fence and ask about their indoor and outdoor systems. Invisible Fence, 265-2585. That's 265-2585. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, are we trying the same as usual?
Yeah.
How's your baby girl doing?
She's great, but with 3 kids, we really need more space.
You should check out Guardian Credit Union. We got a home equity line of credit from Guardian to finish our basement. They have low rates and a great team that's easy to work with.
Really?
I can't help it.
Got a great team.
Thanks. I'll check them out.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs. Offer not valid in all states or prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Wait. Tell me where'd you get that money?
This money came from 43money.com right online.
Are you saying you went to 43money.com and got all that money you needed fast?
Man, you know it. I went to 43money.com yesterday and bam, $5,000 was in my account today. Straight up.
Now hold on. 43money.com helped you get $5K like that?
Yeah, man, that's right. 43money.com's lenders provide personal loans for up to $5,000 for people like you and me, even if you don't have good credit.
Man,
I couldn't help it if I wanted to. I couldn't help it if I wanted
If you need
to. I
extra
couldn't
money
help
fast,
it
go to
if I wanted
43money.com.
to.
Just have a checking account and a regular source of income. Go to 43money.com and you can get the loan you need now. Regardless of your credit, go to 43money.com to get the money you need fast. Type www.43money.com directly into your address bar. That's 43money.com. Again, 43money.com. 43money.com.
Hi, Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Rankin with Chappie's Deli. It's that time of year again.
Oh, yeah. Cool weather, football, and tailgating from Chappie's Deli.
Right, Mike. But it's also time for,
I know, hearty soups. Especially Chappie's Deli homemade chicken and rice soup.
yes, but what else?
Double-deckers, trio trays, and Saturday afternoons in front of the big screen TV.
And
a Chappie's Deli grilled Reuben, Windy City panini, turkey melts, and all
that's all true. All right, here's a hint. We start with the grilled sliced turkey on a grilled hoagie and then add shredded lettuce.
and cranberry sauce and dressing. It must be time for the Chappie's Deli Thanksgiving dinner sandwich.
That's it, Mike. A Thanksgiving feast all on a sandwich.
Can I get one now?
You sure can. Only for the holidays.
Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Baptist, Pepper Tree, Auburn, and now in the High Point Shopping Center in Prattville, across from Bass Pro Shop. But you better hurry. Hey, I'm going to get mine now.
It's Eric Crespo from Chelsea across the Dodge Jeep Ram. I want to invite you to our Black Friday sales event. Folks, we are marking our inventory down to sale. We have a great selection of the awesome 2022 Dodge Durangos with plenty of Charger RTs in stock, also known as a four-door muscle car. Lots of incentives, too many to mention. So swing on by, see us, and make your best deal. No crowd, no show. Buy happy. Drive a little, save a lot.
search engine is used by 9 out of 10 consumers. Hint, the name begins with a G, and there are hundreds of things that go into being ranked highly by that engine. Your website, your business profile, even your social accounts. A couple of slip-ups, and you find yourself on page 7. But at Cumulus Boost, we have the experts and resources to fix what's wrong and boost your findability, so you can rank higher than your competition. Get started today at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS boost.com.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
I love me some Alabama. I don't care what anybody says. That's the greatest group ever made, ever got together. Okay, maybe not better than Commodores, but you know, different genres, different genes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they country bands, they the man. Okay. Anyway, good morning to you. All right, one more plug for Helping Hands 2022. That's this year. Each year, we ask local people to help identify other local people who may having a hard time working, folks who just for whatever reason are just down a little bit, and so we call it Helping Hands. Now we choose people in the local regions here. We don't send it to Africa. We don't do, when I say we, I mean me, but it ain't it's not my money. So somebody gets me. Well, you shouldn't say, well, there are people to help me. So the holidays are fast approaching, and we're asking for your help once again. We've done this for 6 years. Okay. Our goal this year is $10,000 between now and the 20th of December, so that families in the region will know that we care and they are not alone, but they'll know that we all care a little bit. That's why it's called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, because everybody who gives money are people in this community, Prattville, Montgomery, and Wetumpka, and Millbrook. So that's what we do. Now, our motto is, we may not be able to help everyone, but we can certainly help someone. So we're asking you to give what you can. You go to Service First Bank, any Service First Bank in Montgomery, and you can put in whatever you want to. It's a Helping Hand account. Or you can go to my Facebook page or go to GoFundMe, and it's again, it is Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award 2022. That's in there too. So you can put whatever you want. We're not asking. Our goal is $10,000 between now and the 20th of December. We give every family, we give either $500 or $1,000. It just depends on what they need. There's some need more than others, so we do that. When I say we, I mean all of us, because the money comes from you. It comes from me too. I don't just ask people to give money. I put money in it too. Okay, so if you guys are willing to help us, I'd appreciate it. Or you can send a check made payable to Helping Hands up here at the radio station, 1 Commerce Street, Suite 300. That's 1 Commerce Street, Suite 300. I do have a Cash App thing, but that's my personal Cash App thing, and we don't want to get those funds mixed up. So we rather have a check, or you can bring cash, or you can go by Montgomery Computer Services on Atlanta Highway. We got a box over there that you can drop a check in if you want to. Just make it out to Helping Hands. My good friend Stuart and Roger and Crystal over there, and it's a little box right in front, and we're just asking everybody to put something in the box for us, and you'll make a difference. There are a lot of people, I know some people who caught cancer this year in the last few months where they found out they had it, and some of them can't work for whatever reason. They got to go through chemotherapy and things of that nature, so a lot of them can't. There are a bunch of folks that are catching hell, and there's always naysayers. Ladies and gentlemen, there's always naysayers. Okay? There's always people who whine about this or whine about that, like the one like Don, always skeptical of everything. But we also put some videos of what we've done in the past years on the website, on my Facebook page, and you can check it out and see the difference that you made, the difference that we made in these people. So any letter or anything that you might, any family that you might want, and it has to be in writing, any family that you want to, and your name has to be attached to the letter. We need to get those up here by the 15th of December. Okay, give me enough time to figure out how much money we got, how much we don't have, and who we can help and who we can't. Okay, again, that is Helping Hand Good Neighbor Award 2020. Again, you can go to our Facebook page and you click on where it says Helping Hands on and you'll see it'll take you to GoFundMe. You can put money in there, or you can go to any Service First bank and deposit money into our where we're just trying to raise $10,000. Not a whole lot of money. Some people pay that much to go to an Auburn game, or that much to go to some other fancy dance. It's your money. You can pay what you can pay what you want to spend on. That's cool. But we're just asking for a little hand, because the way life looks is the way that it depends on where you sit. There's some of us sitting prettier than others. Some of us doing a whole lot worse than others. And nobody can put themselves in. Somebody has to put them in, so I don't have to do all this investigation work, because their struggle. You're their neighbor. You're their brother. You're their sister. You know them. I don't. And so I take your word that these people need a hand. And we try to go out and give everybody just a little bit. It's tough right now. Okay. So if you will help us, we'll appreciate it. We've been doing this for 6 years, and you guys have been doing it for 6 years. You make a difference in people's lives that you don't even know. Okay. But somebody knows that you did it. Okay. So again, it's Help Your Hand. You can go to Service First Bank, and you can always deposit some money in there for our account, the Help Your Hand account. And sometimes they have a hard time finding it. Look for Kevin Elkins or Help Your Hand. It's DBA. Okay. Okay. So holidays are approaching. We need to raise $10,000 by the 20th day of December. And that's our goal. Now, if you want to write the whole check for 10 grand, we'd appreciate it. I'm just saying, that saved me a lot of footwork and give me time to get things ready. But if not, we'll do it inch by inch by inch by inch. Okay. So, or again, you can go to my Facebook page, click on the link, top of my page, Kevin Elkins. It's me in the white uniforms up there with the beret on, my Ranger beret on, all that stuff. That's where that's me. Put that in there, and you can click on it, and it'll take you to GoFundMe, and you can put as much as you want or as little as you can. And I'm telling you that a $5 goes a long way if you put a lot of $5 with it. Okay, I'm just saying you might want to think about doing it. Okay, so that's two ways of doing it, or you can send a check up here to me, Help Your Hands, 1 Commerce Street, Suite 300. Attention, Kevin Elkins, News Radio 1440. Okay, and we'll make sure we don't steal your money. Okay, I got a little money in the bank myself. We're doing okay. We're not robbing people who intend to help folks. The good Lord would not like that. Okay, so if you're skeptical, don't give us a dime. But I've been doing this for 6 years. You haven't heard anything nasty about me. I haven't stolen anybody's money or anything like that. So we will appreciate one more time, because this is my last year doing it, because it's just getting hard. It's just getting too hard for me to just do by myself. So if you can, we'd appreciate it. It's called Helping Hands, and you make the check out to Helping Hands, or you can just go to Service First Bank, any Service First Bank. Look for the Helping Hand account. If they can't find the Helping Hand account, look under my name, Kevin Elkins, and it's still Helping Hands in there. That's the only reason why that account's in that bank, to collect money to help the folks that we help every year. And you're absolutely right. Somebody said, well, people need a hand every year. That's true. They do. They do. People need help every day of the week. I'm just a little one guy, and we're a little AM radio station here. And I thank Cumulus for allowing us to do this. And we reach out. This is our community service, getting out there, trying to find people who need a hand and help them. Okay, so Helping Hand. Click on my website. Go to my thingamajigger there, and you'll find it. GoFundMe or Service First Bank, or go on Atlanta Highway to Montgomery Computer Services, and we got a box there where we taking up donations. Okay, and that's about it. I'm done. We'll be back tomorrow. Good Lord says the same. Hey, what's this? Quick. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, then. I got to go. We'll see.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 14.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Auburn University has announced Hugh Freeze will be the 31st head football coach there. Fans have mixed reactions to the hire. Supporters say they're excited to have a proven head coach, but others are concerned about his past controversies. There was an NCAA investigation due to numerous recruiting violations, and there were sexual misconduct allegations. There's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and now today is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is a national movement that focuses on groups that work in and impact local communities. It's a campaign that encourages people to give to charities of their choice during the holiday season. Speaking of the holidays, the state Christmas tree is now in place and decorating will soon be underway. 35-foot eastern red cedar from Fitzpatrick from Brewer County is now at the state capitol. The public is invited to the tree lighting at 5:30 this Friday.
My home, Alabama.
News Radio 1440
Thank you, Christine.
is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD.